Steven, congrats on the win. It's been a long journey for you to get this first UFC victory. Just take me through the emotions right now of getting your hand raised.
Man, it's a long time coming. I'm just happy to be here, happy to get this win. There's a lot of work that went into this. I've been doing this going on 11 years. Finally now on the biggest stage, the UFC, and now getting this win, it's just priceless. You can't explain it.
So it goes to the scorecards again. It's a split. What's going through your head? Are you worried at all that they're going to give it to Matt?
That was bullshit. I won the second and thirds without a doubt. But hey, all the credit to Matt. He stuck in there. He made it a war. He landed a couple good head kicks, but there wasn't any power on him. They didn't do any. It was like a slap in the face. But aside from that, I controlled the rounds, got the takedowns, did the damage. I felt like I won rounds 2 and 3 without a doubt.
Excellent. And what was the game plan heading into the fight? And you feel like you executed it?
Game plan was put the pressure on him. I mean, do what I do. Go in there, make it a scrap. Obviously not to get hit as much. I wanted to take him out. The game plan was to finish, but when you're in there, it's a lot easier said than done. You got another dude that's trying to take you out just as well as you're trying to take him out. So, I felt like I stuck to the game plan. Round one, I let slip from me. I had that guillotine, and I went all out for it. I felt like he was on his way out. He was gurgling. He was, I felt him weakening, and then he, last ditch effort, he kind of rolled to his side, almost to his back, and I was going to roll over in the mount, and then it slipped out, and we scrambled a little bit. I ended up getting back to my feet, but felt like that took a lot out of me, just squeezing, but it took a lot out of him as well to defend it. So that's kind of why the fight slowed, and then I kind of let round one slip because I put a little bit too much into that guillotine. But when the finish is there, you want to go all out for it,
Doing the Contender Series and then going away and then coming back and getting lost, was there ever any doubt that you were going to finally get that win? And how did you stay positive through that whole time?
That's what I do. I fight through adversity, man. I'm the man of steel. Nothing can keep me down. I could get dropped. I'll come right back. I can, anything that happens to me, you can never count me out. Because my whole life I've been battling adversity. That's what I'm made of. It's just overcoming adversity. You're going to see me do that my whole career. No matter what's thrown at me, I'm always going to come out on top.
We see a lot of tough guys coming out of Dallas, and I know Fortis MMA is another one of these gyms I think that's up on the rise. What can you say about the state of MMA coming out of Dallas right now?
Man, Fortis MMA is where it's at. We got Saif Saud. He's the general, the man in charge. He keeps us all going in the right direction, keeps us all disciplined, and not just in the sport, but in life. He's kind of a father figure. We got our own dads, but he keeps us on the straight and narrow. He does what our parents can't do, which is strike fear into us. And whenever we're in the gym, it's like I better listen to the coach. If he sees me slipping, he sees me gain 5 pounds, he's going to get on me. I'm going to do extra rounds. I'm going to get a beating for it. So, coach keeps us in line, and then on top of that, just having the high-level fighters. We got 40 to 50 active pros on a high level. We got 7 or 8 guys in the UFC now, and we're just on the rise. So I want to thank my training partners, Miles Johns, Elijah Johns. Elijah was a big training partner for this. He let me beat him up day in, day out, and he was a trooper. He stuck in there. Damon Jackson, UFC vet. Without a doubt, he'd be back in the UFC. He's one of my other main training partners. We just breed greatness. Iron sharpens iron, and there's nothing but iron in Fortis MMA.
Montana De La Rosa is fighting on this card, and she's being cornered by Mark De La Rosa, who I know you had a history with in LFA, and that fight ended up getting scrapped. Did you see Mark at all this week? And if so, what was the response?
Yeah, actually, Mark and I were on the same plane flight over and the same shuttle to the hotel. It was a little awkward. He's a little slime ball. He's a little weasel. Fuck Mark De La Rosa. He delayed my trip to the UFC by ducking me in a world title fight. He no-showed to the title fight when I was the champ. You want to be the champ, you got to fight the champ. But he was all pissed off about some drama that happened at the weigh-in, said it was shady. Fuck him. He doesn't belong in the UFC, and you're going to see in his next fight, I think he fights next week, he's going to get smashed, and he's going to drop out of the UFC real quick.
On a lighter note, how are you celebrating tonight after this one?
Oh, man. I don't party that much, but I'm looking to get into something. I got to celebrate the win. But over that, I just can't wait to get back to work. I know the UFC's coming to Dallas in September. I want on that. I'm going to stay healthy, stay in shape, and I'm looking for my next fight. I want to get another one in before the end of the year, if not 2 in before. I want to get all 4 fights out and re-sign with the UFC for an 8-fight contract. I'm going to be here for a long time. So that's what I don't care much about partying. I care about fighting and my career.
A lot's been made on this Max Holloway getting pulled. When you heard what happened to him, where he woke up and he couldn't see, he was slurring his words from concussions, does that freak you out as a fellow fighter?
No. I mean, this is the life we chose. I wouldn't rather do anything else. And you know, if it all goes downhill 10 years from now, that at least I could look back and say I did it. You know, I have no regrets. You know, you only live once. I'm not gonna live till I'm 80 and just play it safe. You know, I'm gonna go all in, and you know, if I have to deal with other things later on in my life, then this is the life I chose, and I have no regrets.
Can you explain what's going on with this tattoo? Is it all Superman things?
Yeah, I got the Man of Steel on my chest. I am the Man of Steel. Ever since I was a kid, I get in fights, and whether I'd win or lose, I'd walk away with my head up. Just like when I lost to Brandon Davis, I walk out of the cage, head held high. You know, I'm a winner, so I have no shame. Win or lose, I have no shame, no regrets, and that just represents who I am, the Man of Steel. You know, I would never break in there. So that's that. And then I got Medusa right here. She's the one that turned you to steel. So don't ever let a woman take your heart. So that's just a reminder of that. And then here's the Man of Steel, or Ocho, breaking free of the chains. Got all the shadow figures trying to hold him down, and the snakes coming after him. And I'm just breaking free of everything that holds me back. And on the back, I got Ocho, and the knives in my back for just friends and old ladies that have held me tight, stabbed me in the back, just so I'll never forget.
One last question. For the Ultimate Fighter 27 featherweight Ultimate Fighter, who do you think is going to win?
I didn't keep up with the season, so you know, no offense to those guys, but I was focused on me. I don't watch a whole lot of TV. If anything, I'll watch a little bit of Netflix.
Right.
But I can't pay $150 a month just to have Fox Sports 1 or some TV channel. I don't watch enough TV to make it worth it. So, you know, I wish all those guys the best, but yeah, I didn't pay much attention to the season.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys.
So, Coach, next time you gotta bring his ass to
For the media, he doesn't like that.
I know.
He likes to stay out of the spotlight. Hey, thanks, guys.